Alright, hello guys and girls, this is Example. I'm bringing to you the Mutton tube. That's right, the new Mutton tube. So finally in this game we can get mutton from lamb. It's been a long time coming and it's great that we can do that. We also get wool from the drops, so we get wool and lamb. Now we can get raw lamb or cooked mutton. So yeah, all depends on how you want to do it. Right, so here we go. The Mutton tube. What does it do? Well, it's a breeder, of course, and it is also a cooker, and it's a 4 across, 4 deep and 6 high unit. It's not the smallest thing I've ever built, but it's definitely going to be a lot more efficient. A lot more efficient, and it's going to not cause you as many problems as a small farm. However, I do have a small farm. I'll show you that some other time. But anyway, here we go. So the top button makes the water turn on, so we get the sheep jumping up and down, and we get to breed those guys with the old wheat. So we climb up here somehow and do this, and we get our little baby lammies dropping down. There we go, and we can turn that off if we want to. Now to cook these guys, we've got another button here. This is the cooking button, and it's only going to cook the adults. It's going to leave the baby sheep alone, so that we have we don't actually kill any. We don't waste any. We don't waste our mutton. All right, so let's push the button. Bam! You're toast. There we go. Nothing in the chest. All right, sheeps are cooked. We got 2 cooked mutton and we got 2 light blue wool. So yeah, pretty neat little design. So let's go on and have a look and see how we've put this together. Hey sheep. All right, the bottom layer, we've got a double chest on the ground. Now we've got a row of hoppers facing into that chest and another row of hoppers facing into that chest. You can arrange those hoppers however you like, as long as every single one ends up in that chest. Right, and then we've got blocks across the back here and a few more blocks here. So it's not a complete 4x4 pad. We've left one little block open there. You can fill it in if you want to, but I've left it blank. Alright, moving along. Next layer, we've got some iron fences along here like this, going around the front of these hoppers and then into there. We've got some more blocks on top of the other ones. Yep, pretty much simple as. Next one, well, it gets a little bit more complicated from here on. So we've got our iron fences again on top, like that. We've got a solid block here, and we've got a dispenser here. A dispenser here, and another solid block there. On the side here we've got a solid block with a button on it, and on the back side we've got a redstone torch, and then we've got a gap here, and we've got 2 hoppers facing into each other, and to get them to join you hold down shift and you click them together. Then we've got a solid block here. Did I say that already? Solid block there. We've got a redstone comparator coming out of here from these hoppers into the solid block here, which will power that dispenser there. Now inside that dispenser we've got a bucket of lava, so when we push this button now it'll come out and go away. Now that shouldn't have taken so long to do that. There may be a problem there, and to get around this problem what I suggest we do is we grab a sign and we shove a sign there like that. So no lava is going to end up burning the little sheep, even if it stays on by accident. I think what's happening here is that there is some redstone bugs in the snapshot, and so it's a little bit hard to work out what's going on. You'll see that with the repeaters in a minute. Okay, the next layer. How many layers is this? 1, 2, 3, 4th layer. We've got some more iron fences around here like that. A solid block on top of this one. We have a little fence post here. That is actually put on the back of a stair. It's not upside down stair, it's just a back front stair. And so that's so that it doesn't actually join to the block. We can't have this fence post joining to that block at all. Yeah. Alright, so then we've got some more solid blocks around the back here like that, just covering things over, and then that's that layer done. Moving on. 5th layer. We've got some more iron fences around the top here like this. Another solid block here with a button on it. And that has a redstone torch on it too. And then that is facing into a repeater. Now I just put this repeater down as it is, and it set it to 4 ticks of delay, but I actually think this is a mistake. I think it's actually still 1 tick of delay. I can't show you exactly because the redstone is a bit buggy in the snapshot. That is going to a solid block, and then that is going into another repeater, which is going into this block, which I just broke. Silly guy. And that powers that dispenser, and this button turns it on and off. Inside that dispenser, of course, we've got a bucket of water. Alright, now moving on to the last layer. It's just really simple. A few more iron fences around the top here like this, and 3 blocks across the top. And that's it. Pretty simple. A little bit hard to explain properly because it's so, well, it looks complicated, but it's just so messy. I think it looks messy because of the iron fence posts. But anyway, fences, I should say. Right, let's have a look. Let's turn this back on. Water on. Sheep start jumping. Yay. Now, to check this out, we're not going to kill a little baby sheep. There we go. Lava comes out. Lava goes away. Really simple design. So yeah, let's go ahead and build one. Okay, so I'm going to start with a 4x4 pad. Now, this is going to be broken, of course, but this is just going to show you that where things are going to go. Right, so pretty much the double chest is going to go over this side here like that, right? And then next thing we need to do is we need to put our hoppers facing into that chest. Now, you can do this any way you want, but I reckon hold down shift, right click onto the chest and put 3 down like that. And then do the same thing over here. Bam, done. So all those hoppers are now facing into that chest, and what that allows us to do is any drops that fall on here will end up in that chest there. Brilliant, perfect, simple. Right, next step is we want to place 3 blocks across the back here like that, and I'm actually going to remove that block right now. So 3 blocks across the back like that, and then we need our iron fences. Where are they? Alright, so we're simply going to click into that block there. Hold down, let's just click on that block, that iron fence there, and so on like that, and then close it off. So I should have something like that, and that is pretty much the start of the bottom. Now, 2 more blocks there, like so, and 2 more blocks there like that. Level 2 done. Level 3 is a dispenser there, and actually let's put our sign in just in case things go a bit funny and something lags out and we don't burn our sheep. There we go, done. I can get rid of that sign now. Bye. Alright, on the side of each side of that dispenser, you're going to put 2 blocks like so, and then we're going to do the fence thing again, exactly the same as before, around the front. So you should have something that looks like that. Simple. Now, on the side of this fence here, we're going to place a solid block. That there is going to hold our button, and on the back of that we're going to place a redstone torch like so. This is going to be powering our little hopper thing here, which turns the dispenser on and off pretty closely. So we're just going to join 2 hoppers together like that, holding down shift and right clicking. So they should be joined together like so, and we need to place at least 1 item in there to allow it to go backwards and forwards. Now, out of this hopper here, we're going to place a comparator, which is facing it like that, and then we're going to push it into a block like so, and that is the 3rd layer done. Pretty simple. Yep, that's pretty good, that's right. Now, on top of this dispenser, we're going to do something a little bit different. We're going to place a stair. Where's our stairs? The reason being is we don't want the fence post we're going to stick on there to actually join to it at all, and fence posts don't like joining to stairs. Let's try and find our fence post. Here we go. Let's shove that in there for now, and we're going to place a fence post right there like that, and it shouldn't be joined, it should look like this. It has to look like that, and the reason it has to be like that is so that the little sheep fall off the sides there, or the little lambs. Alright, and then we're going to place a solid block on each side of that, and then we're going to do the fence thing again, the iron fence thing I should say, around the front like so. Let's do this, there we go, like that, and it should look something like this. Perfect. Now, you can choose to put a block on top of here if you want to, it's not necessary, but we'll put one there when I've done it over there anyway. And then a solid block here, a solid block here, 1 there and 1 there, and that's the 4th layer done. Heading on to the 5th. Now we're going to place another dispenser here, and this one's going to hold water this time, and then we're going to place a solid block on each side of that, And then we're going to do, let's put the water in first actually before I forget. Water, water, water. There we go. And then we're going to use iron fences, and we're going to do the same thing again around the front like that. So it should look something like this. Now, the next bit we're going to do is place another solid block here. We're going to place a button on that. Grab our button back and put it there like that. On the back of that, we're going to place a redstone torch just like before. So when we push that, it turns off and then back on again. Now, we are going to grab some repeaters, which seem to be bugged out. Let's grab the repeaters. Place one down like that, and it automatically sets it to 4 ticks. But then I think it's actually 1 tick anyway, even though it looks like 4. I'm just going to leave it how it is. You can do the timing if you like. It doesn't really matter. It should look like this. Alright, should look like that. And same over here like this. Another repeater. Should look like something like that. And then a solid block. Nope. A solid block right there. And there we go. It turns on, and let's push the button. It should turn off. There we go. Perfect. Okay, so that's the 5th layer done. Now we're moving on to the last layer. And pretty much it's a block here, a block here, a block here. And then iron fences around the front like so. Check it out. There we go. Pretty much that's it. That's pretty much it. It's done. Not too bad. It's not too big. It's also not that small. But I think that this is going to be a very, very good little farm. Like I said before, it does mutton and it also does coloured wool. So yeah, pretty much. I hope you've enjoyed this video. And I'll catch you next time. Later. What's that? I forgot something. Oh yeah? Yeah, I did. I actually did forget something. I forgot to mention a couple of things. Now, get questions. How do you get the sheep in there? Well, you're going to have to push them in. But what I suggest you do is make a little ramp with a cart track coming up here. And bring them up here, break the cart, and drop them in there. Otherwise, bring them up here with some wheat and coax them up to the top and then push them in. That's what I'll do. Once you've got about, how many did you say? How many do you want to put in there? Well, you can put as many as you like. At least put 5 or 6 in there. And then that should get you started. There isn't any way at the moment with this machine to breed these guys. I guess I could put an option in later. But anyway, for now, you're going to have to grab a bunch of sheep, breed them up, push them in for each mutton tube you build. And then once you've done that, everything else is pretty self-explanatory. Should be able to get this machine working. Yep, pretty much. I'd suggest you use the stone buttons instead of the wooden ones, just in case the timing is different. The stone looks better anyway with the iron bars and the hoppers, so yeah. Pretty much that's it. So I'm going to leave this as a download. You can grab it. It's got also over there the giant wool farm made up with all the mutton tubes. There's a video coming out on that too. So yeah, stay tuned and later. Bear!